Repeat.
Sir.
Faculty.
Sir.
And student attendance. Repeat after me. Honor.
Honor.
Courtesy.
Courtesy.
Integrity.
Integrity.
Perseverance.
Perseverance.
Self-control.
Self-control.
Courage.
Courage.
Community.
Community.
Okay.
Sir.
And to me.
Sir.
Welcome back. All right, second day. That does mean I will be testing you for your white belt at the end of this class. It's okay if you don't pass that testing, and you're going to get as many chances as it takes, right? Some people it takes 2 days. Some people I've seen it take weeks.
That's what we need.
It all just depends on how much you practice, right? How much you can remember. And trust me, my memory is terrible, so I'm not going to judge you. You have a question, or are you going to say something, Shirley?
Good.
Oh, okay, very good. Not really. Anyway, from here, 25 jumping jacks. Go. You did running yesterday. Let's do exercises today.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Now, everybody, turn face that way.
Sir.
Do 25 squats. Go. It is Wednesday, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Thought yesterday was Thursday. Are you already finished?
No.
I'm looking Chase back behind him. You already finished?
Oh.
Then why are you stopping? There you go. Everybody, turn face the curtain. I'm gonna put it flat. 25 more jumping jacks. Go. Kinsey, you know you didn't really have to turn around, right? There you go. Everybody, turn face that way.
Sir.
25 more squats. Go. And we're finished, I promise. For now. Come on. You've done 75. You got 25 more.
They've been hurting since like 2 days ago. So
I'm back on that was Mr. Haynes' class then. I don't know what you do.
Yeah, we did the suicide.
Oh,
Or
I lost count now.
just start it. Okay. I'm sure you're about to.
yeah, we do want to move to that should be.
I can see where that would be very difficult, especially the longer the form.
And then you had to do the wall squat thing.
Ah, that's what's got your thighs and your knees and everything all messed up. Isn't it?
That's what they
I feel like that's probably what blew them out or something.
Forward arm swings.
Sir.
Well, don't worry. Today.
Don't make any promises that you're not going to keep.
I won't say it. Backward.
Sir.
You were here yesterday, right?
No,
Oh, you were? Okay, then no.
I took yesterday off to give them rest.
Hugs.
Sir.
I usually like to do the same class plan 2 days in a row, just in case for everybody. If you come to 2 days in a row, then you get extra practice. If you don't come 2 days in a row, you come every other day, then you get it at least once. Arms up and down.
Sir.
So we are going to do the same thing as yesterday. If we have time, we'll do a little bit more than yesterday. We'll do a little bit extra. Hands behind your back, head up and down.
Sir.
Chase,
Yeah.
do I need to put you in the front of the room?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you switch places with him? Not because you're in trouble, but because I want him up here so I can see him. Come on, Chase.
So I'm mad.
I'm not mad at you, man. You're just not doing what you're supposed to be doing.
I forgot.
You're just making yourself worse by not doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Okay.
So where are we at, Chase? There you go. Left and right.
Sir.
It doesn't really offend me. It takes a lot to offend me. Here's shoulders.
Sir.
Head circles.
Sir. Miss Riddle. I can't
Other way.
I can do it the other way. I can only do it this way. I can't do it the other way.
Why?
Because I just can't. Can you tell me how to do it? I can only do it this.
So you're going this way.
Yes.
Roll.
I can't. I tried before.
Hands on hips.
Sir.
Hips are.
I tried before and it didn't ball.
I'm not allowed to touch anybody.
I know.
So I can't really physically turn your head for you.
I know.
So you're just gonna have to try your best.
Maybe the October when the body comes, could you touch me and you can help me? Or maybe when the body comes?
Maybe when it's over, I will help.
Okay, thank you.
Other way.
Sir.
Feet together. Reach down, grab toes.
Sir.
Try to keep the knees straight, back straight. And that's the hard part. Is trying to keep the back straight. And it can curve a little bit. You just don't want a video game backwards. What are you doing?
I'm bleeding.
You're not bleeding. Put your hands down your feet. You wouldn't bleed if you wouldn't pick at it. Down, cobra stretch.
Sir.
Don't get no blood on my floor.
I'm not.
Are you sure you're not? Because you got blood on your pants now.
I don't know.
Let me see. Are you actually bleeding?
Yeah.
A little bit. Go get a band-aid.
Can I do this? Can I go get a band-aid? No, can I do this?
Oh, you want to? Okay. Sit back on your heels.
So I can go get a band-aid, okay?
Okay.
So
I'm gonna tell you what Mr. Haynes told me back when I was a kid. If I see your eyeballs, I'm gonna stick my toes in them.
Wait, what?
Have a seat. Good. 5 cross leg rockers, 5 straight leg rockers, and hip lift. Begin.
Sir.
It looks like you just had a scab. Busted it open. Sit up. Spread your feet wide apart to beat. Sit. Start going down side to side. Try to get your ear to your knee.
Sir.
Down the middle. Try to get the nose or the chest down to the floor. Looks like we're gonna start putting your hair in a ponytail, man. You know that's a rule, right?
I want to put it in the
It is?
spot, but it won't let me.
I haven't said anything to you because you're new. I didn't want to like freak you out, but we'll talk about that in a second. Butterfly.
Sir.
Those are toes.
Sir.
So use your hands to pull.
Miss Riddle.
There you go.
Sunday, I always thought that. Can I say something?
Can you tell me the hand class?
Yes.
I would love to hear it, but we need to get moving. We're in butterfly right now, buddy.
Yeah.
Grab those feet. Those your toes. Perfect. And relax. Crisscross applesauce. Just have a seat. So we went over a little bit of protocol yesterday, making sure we're running, moving, all that fun stuff, answering up, right? Another thing of protocol, and I'm actually getting to this point as well. If your hair is long enough to get in front of your eyes, you need to put it in a ponytail or a bun or just get a haircut, whatever feels comfortable for you, right? Only because it's kind of the same thing with like chewing gum on the floor. Right? It can be dangerous because if you're especially if you're sparring, got your hair in front of your face, you can't see. If you can't see, you can't hit nobody, or at least where you're supposed to.
Wouldn't the helmet hold it back?
You would think so, but no, not really. Especially if you've got like bangs, like long front hair, right? It's not gonna work very well. What's up?
Do you know if you cucumber and a floor, I know 2 weeks if you, I know 2 weeks if I cucumber and a floor. Can I tell you?
Because you can choke on them.
You can choke them and you get in trouble if you don't put it out quickly enough.
Yes, we don't chew gum on the floor. For the same reason why you don't chew gum when you're doing like acting or singing or anything like that. You breathe it in and choke on it, right? Also, it attracts bugs and gets in between the mats.
But
People
you
spit
use
it out.
bugs.
Ants.
Snakes.
Hey, a bug is not. Everybody say that. I'm not a biology teacher. I'm not going to teach you.
Come on,
You can look it up.
teach me.
I'll teach you Taekwondo.
Oh, poop.
So from here, today, or for the past week, we've been doing a lot of advanced kicks. Right? We started off with jump split front kicks, and then we went to tsunami kicks. And yesterday, if you were here yesterday, you know we did tornado kicks. We're going to do that again today. Or try to do that again today. So if you're here yesterday, you have a shot of redemption. If you did it right the first time, awesome. If you weren't here yesterday, you're going to have a chance to do one. Right? To break it down, though, as simple as I can, we're going to start by doing just some front leg stretches. Just to make sure our hips are nice and warmed up, stretched out, and everything's ready to go. Yes, sir?
Sir.
So our hands are up. Every time I count, that back leg swings up. Doesn't have to go super high on those first few, but on number 10, I expect it to be as high as you can go. So if that means it's just to your chin, that's fine. If that means it's all the way up here, awesome. Right? It's your highest. Ready? 1, 2, 3. If you just want to be a madman, I guess you can take as high as you can every time. Right? I would be tired, honestly. 3, I think.
Sweet.
No, you just did 3.
I was about to say 4 is that right?
4. I can't count. I've told you this so many times. 5, 6. I'll teach you Taekwondo. You teach me how to count. Sound good? 7. You can kick higher than that, Chase. 8. There you go. 9. 10. There's 2 feet. Ready? 1. Let it go. Nice. 2. 3. 4. 5.
What do you want to do? Foot kick?
We're doing leg stretches.
Yeah, I'm doing foot kick. I'm kicking like that down. I don't want to put
So
down.
then you know you're not supposed to be doing that. Because you just told me you're not supposed to be doing that. So try to keep them straight. Ready? 6.
Battle.
7. I'd like you to try and go higher. There you go. 8. There you go. Keep the hands up now. 9. There you go. 10. Good. You all right?
I heard the other leg, which does not make sense.
That happens sometimes. Everybody have a seat.
Sir.
We're going to move on to outside pressing kicks. Even though that's not the kick you do for a tornado kick, you actually do inside pressing kick. We'll get to that later. We're going to work on the outside pressing kicks right now. Back leg, exact same thing you were just doing. Instead of it going up and down, it's going to go up and around in a crescent shape or a rainbow shape. We call it the rainbow kick for our little kids. We call it crescent kick for the older kids and adults. That's what it's actually supposed to be called, right? Your hands are up. The outside crescent kick crosses the feet first, then comes up and around. The reason I specify that is because if you go the other way, that's an inside crescent kick, completely different. And we want to make sure we know the difference between the two, because you don't ever have to do it in a form, which you will eventually. One of the black belt forms, I believe, there's a few crescent kicks. You gotta make sure you do the right one. We're gonna be counted as wrong. Sound good?
Yes, sir.
So outside crescent kicks, you can tell the difference by the fact the outside crescent kick goes outside of the body, and because it hits with the outside portion of the foot. The inside crescent kick does the opposite. It goes to the inside and hits with the inside portion. Sound good?
Yes, sir.
One more time, a little faster. Full speed. I'm not gonna put my foot down. Once you start doing it full speed and comfortable with the kick, it should be all one solid motion, not a pause in between. Ready? So full speed, swing, back down. In a big crescent shape. Any questions?
Sir.
All right, let's set up.
Sir.
We're only gonna do 7 of these. Ready?
Sir.
Again, let's get into like front stances. Now I want to get into front stances because I want to emphasize good front stances. A lot of the stances in this form are front stances. Nice. 1, 2. And you're going to have to be actively looking at your feet, especially if you're not used to or comfortable doing a front stance yet 100%. Because when you go to do this kick, it's very common for people to land comfortable, which is usually somewhere in between a front stance and a back stance. 3. Good. 4. 5. 6. You're getting there. You're at your belt. Keep going.
Huh?
Try and go above your belt this time. There you go. 7. Switch feet.
Sir.
Ready? 1. Whew. Did you do your kick chase? I don't think you did. 2. You can go higher than that. That was good. 3. Go higher. Each time try to go a little higher. 4. 5. 6. 7. I know you're waiting for me to watch it for your kid. I see what you're doing. Have a seat.
Sir.
So, no, I want you to sit because you're in the front row. Behind the seat, right? Fairly simple. Here's where it's going to start getting complicated. Because we got to add the spin in. So the tornado kick, if they spin, or if the jump spin kick, not a spin jump kick, don't do that. But we're going to add the spin for now, so we get that under control, or try to at least, before we try to start jumping. Sound good?
Sir.
It's the exact same thing you just did. Instead of you forcing the foot to go in front of you by using your leg muscles to lift it up and put it there, you're going to use your own momentum by twisting around. Everybody see how my feet are? I did not lift my feet up off the ground. That's a very common mistake for people when they're doing spin kicks. They'll do this. And they'll step spin. That's completely fine. In a sparring match, whenever somebody's running at you, but when we're standing in place like this, or even if you're in a sparring match and they're running away from you, stepping backwards would be no help. Right? So we've got to make sure while we're practicing the technique, we are trying to keep our feet as stationary as possible. Sound good?
Sir. Question.
Do you spin and then do the kick, or kick and then do the spin?
You spin, then you kick. That's why it's called a spin crescent kick. Spin comes first, crescent kick comes second. That's why a jump spin kick, you jump first, because it comes first, spin, and then kick at the end. Right? So slowing it down, turn. My feet end up all twisted up. That's completely fine. But as you can see, this foot is now trying really hard to be in front. And all you're going to do is just let it happen. Pick it up, boom. And then if you have good enough control, add it back behind you. Some of us won't, because we've been out for a little bit. As you saw, it took me a few seconds to get back there. I almost fell. Right? We got to get back to where we were. So if you're coming through, and the reason I say this is I had a little kid yesterday who was getting very frustrated in one of our warrior classes. Because when he would go to do his spin, he couldn't land behind him. He just kept doing this. That's fine. The only thing you're doing different is that you're kicking a little too early. But if that happens, not the end of the world. Just take a step back. Now you're right back where you're supposed to be. Sound good?
Yes, sir.
Just relax, right? Full speed real quick, and then I'll answer your question. Turning. Woo! Almost lost my balance again. What's up?
It might sound dumb, please. Don't I took it out.
Okay, so throw it away.
It's all.
Any questions? Last question, we're going to move on.
If you almost lost your balance, I cannot stop.
Thank you. I guess I'm pretty graceful. Everybody stand up.
Sir.
I would hope so. I've been doing this for a long time. Put one foot in front of the other, hands up, ready to go. Ready, We're gonna do 5 of these. 1. You turn towards your front foot. Turn towards your back one. Yes. 2. Close. I'm gonna break it down. 3. Turn. Now hit my hand with that foot.
Nice, Kenzie. Concentrate on making sure your toes are pointed towards the ceiling as it's coming through. But very nice.
It is not easy, I promise. You are catching on very fast. Remember, I was telling you yesterday, this is like a blue belt, purple belt level kick. You haven't even got your white belt yet. So you're doing perfectly fine. Good question?
It's a very committee. When I came in here, now they told me to always run.
Yes.
I was running, I'd be like a ninja, I'd be sneaky. I did this.
There you go. Hands up.
Sure.
I like that you ran to it. That's good. Last one on this side. 5.
He told me,
That's good.
when you were here with the other day, I like to touch me because I'm going to use that pin, but you pick whatever card.
So yeah, I'll break it down with you real quick, okay? So you got that foot.
You can always play on my palm, but I'll be right when that.
The more you talk, the less time we have to actually do it. Listen. Turn. Look at me. Keep turning. Don't turn back the way you came. Look at me. Now you're going to use this foot right here. I want you to hit my hand. Or try to hit my hand.
Like
That's
that?
it. Yep.
Okay.
Just got to spin a little faster and you get all the way around.
Okay.
Switch feet.
There.
Here we go.
You're not,
you turn the way where
you turn towards your back foot. So now that you've switched feet, you got to spin the other way.
So,
1.
this way.
You're already doing a tornado kick. Just gonna jump it. No jump yet. Just spin. 2. Back. Yeah.
Miss you know.
That's fine. Keep going.
Okay, I didn't know that was.
You're going right way. You're kicking a little early. Right? Wait until you get here. Then lift the foot up.
Miss you one.
3. It's on the wrong way.
Watch me.
I'm watching.
I got it.
Good. Last one on the side. Or maybe.
No, you got
Yeah.
more.
I was about to say. I'm 4 now, right?
Yeah.
4. You look well done. That's a really awesome kick. I'll be honest with you. 5. I'm good.
Very nice, Kenzie. Good job.
Correct side. I'm 100% correct. Back to attention. Have a seat. Let's move on. We're only going to do 3 of these because, again, it's just for fun. This is just to give you something to do. We're going to do tornado kicks.
Yay.
So we're going to not only add the jump in, it's not really a jump, to be honest with you. It's more like a hop switch. Right? But we are going to also be adding in another kick. Right? Because you're not going to be doing that outside crescent kick. The entire point of the tornado kick is to fake out your partner. Make them think you're going to do one thing and then do something else. Right? So I'm going to come through. I'm going to pretend like I'm going to do my spin crescent kick. Turn, up, and then as soon as I get around, it's hard to do slow. As soon as I turn around, I'm going to just hop switch, inside crescent kick the other foot. Right? Medium speed, average normal nail speed. Come through, turn, but a little smoother that time, right? As you can tell, when it comes to spins and jump kicks like this, the faster you move, the easier it is, which is kind of counterproductive because everybody wants to move slower because they don't know how to do it. But actually moving slower can make it worse, make it harder for you. Sound good? So just try to go through it at a reasonable speed. Not too fast, but not super slow. One question, and I'll show you full speed.
So like learning how to ride a bike.
Yes,
Is that
100%. All right, we're here at full speed. Keep on to do it from a fast. Turn. Don't pop your hips. That's also how you do what's called a 540. Right? You come through, you turn, you're going to land on the kicking foot. I have not done one of these in a very long time, so we will see it this first. All right, so we're coming through. And don't look like crazy. Right? But that is the next step after that. And I do want to eventually try to make that happen. Clearly not today. But sometime next cycle, we're going to give that a shot. Sound good?
Sir.
That's why we're practicing all these crazy spins. Anybody got any questions?
Yes, sir.
All right, stand up. Stand.
Here we go.
3. So 6 total. That's 3 on each side. Hands up, ready to go. Hey. Another important thing, try to jump straight up. Don't jump sideways or forward because then you'll run into people. 1. Oh, that's not gonna work out. Okay.
Yeah.
That's it, Kenzie. Good job.
Now watch. Something everybody has seen. Because I want to clarify this. I saw this happen yesterday too. It's a 1-footed jump. It's not a 2-footed jump. That's part of the problem why we're having so many difficulties with this. And everybody's coming through trying to do this. That's already automatically a lot harder than what we're trying to do.
Our brain can't comprehend it.
And that's okay. It takes a while to learn. So we're here, we look, lift up, and then from here it's no different than a number 3 jump front kick. Hop switch jump front kick. Everybody remember that one?
Yes,
You probably won't. That's okay. If you haven't done it yet, right? Coming through, but instead of the front kick, you're gonna just do another crescent kick. That good?
Yes, sir.
Not a 2-footed jump. 1-footed jump. 1 foot should be off the ground when you jump.
Wait, I think you're supposed to jump while
Tornado kick is special. You are correct. I know I told you for a jump spin kick, you have to jump before you spin. And almost every other jump spin kick you do.
I meant like jump while spinning.
Again, the tornado kick is special.
Okay.
Right? It's one of those that doesn't follow the rules. Neither does a tsunami kick.
That's
The
why
tsunami kick, you turn, hop, switch, kick.
I can do that.
That I might
Resenda.
that.
Sir, here we go.
2 more on this side. 2.
Nope, I can't. I tried to do it. Can't kick my leg.
Okay. 3.
Well, that worked.
Nice, Kenzie. Just work on keeping that leg straight, though. But good job.
All right, back there. Switch feet.
Sorry, please, can you tell me how much kicking?
You're doing fine, buddy.
No, can you tell me?
If I keep demonstrating, we're gonna run out of time.
Okay.
So eventually, we're just gonna have to take your training wheels off and do it. All right. 1. Very good, Haley.
Almost done.
2. Or Miss Kettenbrink, I guess. Yeah, I thought so. Why did you do that? Great.
Very nice. Good job.
Oh, that was really good, actually. Those 2, right? 3.
This is what? This is what thing?
Beautiful. That last one was really good.
I tried.
Someone got it.
Everybody, see.
Sorry.
So, I kind of already told you what the practical application of the tornado kick is. Another reason why I'm going over some of these crazier kicks is because I want to see you use them. A jump split front kick, probably not. That wouldn't be a good idea to use in a sparring match. Because if your partner's in front of you, you go kick that way. You're not really doing anything for yourself, right? But these tornado kicks, tsunami kicks, jump spin kicks in general, especially for my higher ranking black belts, and then especially for my older higher ranking black belts, because your age does take into consideration what is required of you, we want to see those types of things. And I fall victim to this myself. You know, I forget. I'll be in a sparring match and I'll get super serious and I forget all the fun stuff I know.
I can really.
Right? Or frustrated, it happens, right? You just gotta relax and have fun with it. It's okay if you fall on your butt. It's sparring. It's not like we're gonna beat you up on the ground. We'll help you back up and you'll get back up and try. Clearly, don't try this in like a street fight or something
Yeah, it's
where you're not comfortable doing it. I wouldn't recommend that. But sparring is a safe environment. You should not be scared to do some of these crazier kicks in sparring, because worst case scenario, you fall. And then you get back up. On an 1.5 inch thick padded floor. Right? How many of you all fell doing that today? A few of you. Did it hurt? Probably a little bit. Are you alive? Yes.
It's a thick mat.
What's up?
I'm a ghost.
What's your question?
What happens if I did the fight and I can't, what if I did the fight and the bad guy come at me, he want to attack me? One of them somebody put me on the ground and I can't get back up. Like, can't get back up and fight the guy.
You know what works good on the ground?
What?
Jiu-jitsu. I'm serious. Right?
I why would I can't get back up and they keep on coming like this and I can't get up.
And Chase, that is a very real fear for a lot of people.
That's why you have feet to kick them.
That's also when you say stop the fight.
Right. Well,
Or you can just
if,
put them in
like,
an
if you're
armbar.
talking about a bully, right? A bully at school comes up, pushes you down.
No, a bad guy.
Same. That's the same thing.
Oh, alright.
Right? Comes, pushes you on the ground. Your taekwondo is not going to be very helpful on the ground.
This is Sue.
There are a few things that you can do,
Grab their feet, put them in the chokehold.
and we can go over those. Not today, because I'm running out of time. Right? But there are a few things that you can use, like taekwondo moves you can use on the ground to keep people away from you.
Yeah, but why
But-
would okay.
Listen,
Okay.
I'm still talking.
Yeah.
But, and this goes for everybody, if you have that fear of, well, what am I going to do if I go to the ground? We offer a class for that. And to my knowledge, it won't cost you any extra money. You'll just have to come in and put in a little extra work. Make sense? Because that's another thing. Is a lot of people are scared of that. That's why we offer that class. Because again, I will admit 100%, I love Taekwondo. It's my favorite martial art we teach here. But it's not very effective on the ground. Once you've gotten to the ground, you're kind of in trouble. Same thing like boxing, right? Once you get to the ground, you're kind of in trouble. That's why we offer different martial arts for you to be able to expand your repertoire, as Mr. Hanson would say.
That's
Fancy
where
word for it.
that's
Any
where
questions?
you lift up their feet and you kick them in the chest.
Again, there's a few things you can do and go over that a different day, but not today. Right, stand up.
Sir.
We used to have self-defense where we actually Jungi for your form.
Sir.
That was a long time ago. My feet are together, right?
Sir.
Oh, actually, before we do this, because it is your second day, I want to refresh you on your stances. Attention.
Sir.
This will help everybody anyway. You have to use stances in your form. Jungi,
Sir.
regular Jungi.
I know what next move is. Can I tell everybody what next move is?
How do you know what it's going to be?
It could be a foot dance. No, seat dance.
What if I wanted to do back stance?
We can't do that.
You can't read my mind.
Yes, I can.
Feet come straight forward. Perfect. Sitting stance,
I would like to.
only because I wanted you to be. Hands up, ready to go.
Don't trick me.
Move back. Nice. Pretty good. Get the feet going straight. Front stance.
Wait, am I on one foot or?
It does not matter what foot's in front. As long as you're
But in the point, it has to be wide. Wide.
correct, but we're not doing our form right now. So that's
Okay.
This is the hard one. Try to get that back foot to go straight. You might feel it kind of hurt your ankle a little bit. It'll be all right. Bend that front knee. Everybody feels it a little bit. That's ready to go. We haven't turned bladed yet, so you should still be here. If you are bladed, so like this, I'm looking at, yeah, you gotta get that back hip turned forward. Back stance. Now your hip can turn, this foot can scoot closer, and you can be what's called bladed. Turn sideways. Make sure it's smaller, less targets to hit. Bending both the knees, most of the weight's on the back foot, hands up. Perfect. Back to attention.
Sir.
Now let's go over the form. You beat.
Sir.
And I do want to try and get through the third section today. Hopefully. Ready?
Sir.
1. Step out. Palm. Do you remember any of this from yesterday?
The beginning part.
The beginning. Okay. That works. You only have to know the first 7 moves, so there you go. 2. 1, 2.
So that's 50.
Yeah. So it's right first, then left. 3. Chambers on the left. Slides. Square block.
Miss Riddle, do we have 7, 6? No, but
You
7.
have 5 minutes in class left.
So probably on 1 minute.
4. Upset punch. But I might keep the higher ranks a little longer if they want to, so we can try and go over a little bit more of the form. 5. Step.
Don't do that. What you said.
Oh, hang on.
I thought it was a fixed stance.
It is a fixed stance. You're stepping with the front foot.
Yeah.
You got to shift that front foot forward so that you can go to the fixed stance. All right? Punch. 6. Round the neck. Slide to the L shape. Knife hand.
So like Miss Riddle, like this or like
Think more like you're going to come across your face, like you're going to slap somebody, and And then right at the end, you're gonna go down.
But like this.
Yes, knife hand.
Okay.
And then I know I'm doing this right now. It's a good example of what not to do. No cheap odds. Tuck that elbow in.
Like this.
Yes.
This is 10.
7. Step to a front stance. No, you're right. And punch. Good. Remember, because I'm a mirror, right? So then that is the end of the white belt through orange belt form. So if you were a white belt through orange belt, you can either restart or you can keep going with us to learn some extra credit. I do not want you just standing around. Sound good? I will leave that up to you. If you're going to restart, that's fine. I'm not going to judge it. If you want to learn the extra credit stuff, you can keep going. I'm going to keep going because I have to show everybody else the rest of this. Right?
Okay. And then
9 or 8, around the neck, something goes underneath. You're going to step to the front of the room in a front stance.
no
Low block. Show me that low block, Kinsey. There you go.
Move with your front foot though, Kenzie.
I noticed that. 9, step punch. Now, 10, we're going to come through, grab the hand, sliding forward. Do more of a chungi stance with our feet. 11, side kick with the front leg. 12, right hand.
Is this a back stance,
This
sir?
is the back stance. 13, step punch. Now you're in a front stance. 14, step punch and yell. Step, punch. There you go.
Mr.
Okay. That is not the end of the next section. There's still a little bit more.
I feel like you call me Mackenzie.
I was talking to Kinsey Bevan, who's sitting on her own computer.
I thought you called me that, but I heard you.
Oh, I didn't call
I didn't know.
So we're going to turn our feet to look this way. Then we're going to chamber for a double knife hand. It looks like this. You're choking yourself around the neck. And this arm goes straight out this way, like trying to poke somebody. Okay. Then you're going to take your left foot, step straight back, double knife hand.
Mr. Like
So it's almost like you're going to chop yourself in the stomach, and the other hand saying stop.
so, Mr. Like this.
So switch it for me.
Towards your left, Kenzie. Yeah, that's it. Good.
Right here, that's basic.
Mr. Like
I'm
this.
going to hit the computer if I stand there too long.
Like this.
Do the move. Thank you. I remember what number I was on now.
8, no.
15. I don't know. 14. Step. Put your hand. That should probably be 15. Switch your hands for me. Yes. 16, because that should have been 15. Turn this way. Double knife hand. And remember, you don't even have to go anywhere near this. This is like double the you have to do. From here, this back leg should be 17. We're going to do a back leg round kick. And we're up, land. 18, back leg round kick, land. 19, double knife hand. And there is hand and foot timing on that move. I just didn't want you to stay there too long. That is the end of the second section. So if you are a regular green belt through regular purple belt, that was the end of your form. If you are a senior pro belt or higher, we have more. Would we like to keep going?
Yes,
Yes,
no.
sir.
Because I do have like 2 minutes. So I might not actually hold you after class after all. We're here.
Mr. No. Can I go?
We'll finish class. Right over here. Because you have to do this anyway, right? This hand that's out, saying stop, goes around my neck. The other one goes underneath. My left foot's going to step to the back of the room. Low block.
Are you to fix it?
So you just kind of step a little too far. Oh, switch feet. There you go.
So fix it. That
Trying to
one.
make sure
That
you can't
one.
throw the computer.
I'll be you. Are you to fix it?
I'll tell you later. I don't have time to talk right now. From here, you're going to aim with the backhand. Step to a fixed stance. Reverse punch.
Wait.
It's a very strange move. Right? You're going to do that 3 times. So there's 1. Do it again.
One more.
Do it again. 3. The right hand goes on bottom. The other one goes on top. All you're gonna do is take this front foot, shift it over. The other foot's gonna turn to a back stance to the front of the room, reverse elbow strike. So I'm striking. I'm gonna take this arm and I'm gonna elbow somebody.
Like this.
And then this one goes. Perfect. From here, right hand goes up, left hand goes down. My left foot is gonna step back, and I'm gonna turn. Feet together here.
1, 2,
1, 2.
2.
Chamber. Other way around the neck. There you go. Step to a back stance. Double knife hand. 1, 2 feet. Left foot. Yes. Chamber the other way. Step together. Step out. Double knife hand. 2. And that is the end of the ball. Back to me. Sir.
I almost did it.
I got all the way back to my dot.
I don't know if you saw me, Kinsey, on that last section or not. Kind of a little bit. Okay. I was trying to be in a spot where everybody could see me. A little difficult. Does anybody have any questions on that?
No, so.
That should have been 29 moves. Actually,
Sir.
should have been, but I can't count, so I don't know. It might have been like 30. What is the name of the form?
Why gone?
Qui-Gon. From Star Wars?
By that
No,
name,
why gone?
What,
I think you're close.
Well, wrong.
Wall wrong.
On.
It's like you're saying, what's wrong, right? Wall wrong. That might not even be right either. Anyway, what is the definition of the form? Does anybody know? I kind of gave
I
you
know
a few
this-
hints last week. Let's see if anybody actually figured it out. Want to give it a try?
Sure. Okay. Well Wrong was the name of a youth organization that developed the origins of Taekwondo. The 29 moves represent 29. That's about all I know.
Very close. You are extremely close.
I've always been extremely close. I've never gotten hit.
This is one of the harder definitions. It's one of the harder to follow ones because it doesn't talk about just one person like all the other ones did, or one specific person. It talks about a group of people. Right? So Wall Wrong was the name of the youth group. You were correct. The 29 moves represent the 29th infantry, where Taekwondo, I think according to the paper, it says Taekwondo originated. I don't remember if that was what we called it back when I was a kid. I thought we called it started, I think is what it was. Like,
Developed into maturity.
developed into maturity. There you go. That's what it was. Is that what it still is? Cool.
Yes, sir.
So just keep practicing that. Remember, it is just extra credit. It's not actually required of you. As of right now, that might change. I don't know. But it's not required of you. It is only an extra credit, 2 points if you get it right the first try. I think it's 1 point if you get it right the second try, and then I think after that it's just kind of fun. You know, if you don't get it in 2 tries, it's not getting any extra credit points, which is fine. Yeah, I mean, this is what it is. But the extra credit points can come in handy. Right? That last testing that we did do live, we did do in school like we did, or we've done forever. Somebody did pass their testing only because they had those 2 bonus points. If they wouldn't have got those 2 bonus points, they would have been 2 points too low for their form and would have no chance. Would have to stay the same way. So really make sure you're trying to get that as best you can. Not a huge deal if you don't, but keep in mind it could save you from not passing. Everybody understand?
Sir.
You have a question? Oh, sure.
So my original question was, so those 2 points would save you if you had like a bad form?
Yeah.
You answered that.
Okay.
So was that person someone in this room?
Nope. Nope. I don't even know if they were a correctional student. They might have been a local student. I don't remember. That's been like 6 months now. So my brain doesn't really think back that far. Any other questions?
No, so.
Comments, concerns? Probably good. Everybody stand up.
Sir.
Stand on your foot like that, man. That looked like it was painful. You okay?
Yeah.
Basically,
Sir.
okay. So
Sir.
continue to practice. Use your Spark apps. If you don't have the Spark app, we can help you get there. You get it. It's free. It doesn't cost any money. But the definition's on there. Their form is on there. If you're a black belt, your weapons requirements is on there. I don't know if we're going to be doing weapons this time. We haven't really decided all that yet. Oh, I should probably do announcements. Don't forget, Board Breaking Clinic is this weekend.
I'm going.
All right, so you can get signed up for that. As of right now, it is still kind of small, but it's growing pretty fast. So if you are an instructor or just an adult who doesn't mind coming in and helping, that might be beneficial because it's probably just going to be me if you don't. I would appreciate a little bit of help. That is not required for you to do, by the way, unless you are a green belt and don't have one. But I'm pretty sure you have one. All right. You have a board breaking clinic, right?
Yeah, she does. She did it when me and my dad did.
Thought you did. I don't know. That was a long time ago. And then you also have testing. Should be June 13th. I think that's
That's
a
just my
Saturday.
birthday.
There you go. See, look, you get a new belt on your birthday. All right, as long as you do what you're supposed to do. Any other questions about any of that? There's not really a whole lot of big announcements for the rest of the cycle. The cycle's almost over. Next cycle, we should be able to go back to normal. I think on June 15th, we're allowed to start sparring again. We're having like sporting events again. So Mr. Haynes is assuming that means that we're going to be able to spar. Because if people can play basketball that close to each other, they can spar. Right? Anybody have any questions? No questions left? Okay, Big
Sir.
One more time. Okay.
Sir.
I got to test